happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
Hi, I'm John Cotrich, and I'm doing my Heroes exhibit on Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15th, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. His mother's name was Alberta Williams King, and his father was a reverend. He was Martin Luther King, and he was born with the name Michael King, and he changed it to Martin in order to honor the German Protestant Martin Luther. Martin Luther King Jr. had an older sister. Her name was Willie Christine. He also had a younger brother. His name was Alfred Daniel. Martin Luther King Jr. sang in his choir in the year 1939. Because he was intelligent, he skipped grade 9 and 12 and went to college at the age of 15. In the year 1948, he graduated with his Bachelor of Arts from Morehouse College. His degree was in sociology. He then enrolled in Crozar Theological Seminary, located in Chester, Pennsylvania. He began to do his studies in systematic theology at Boston University, and on June 5, 1955, he received his Doctor of Philosophy, which was his PhD. There's a lot of controversy regarding his degree, as many people make accusations of him plagiarizing. In the year 1953, King became a pastor of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama, at the age of 24.
In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check.
On December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks was arrested because she was on a bus and she didn't want to give up her seat to a white man. The law was one of the Jim Crow laws, which is basically a lot of laws that are against black people. The Montgomery bus boycott was led by King, and they soon followed Parks' example. They started a boycott which lasted for 381 days. The situation was becoming so intense that Martin Luther King Jr.'s house was bombed. King was arrested during his campaign. His campaign ended with the court's decision to outlaw racial segregation on public transportation.
Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has...
King went to Memphis, Tennessee in late March 1968. This was because the black sanitary public works employees had been on strike since March 12th because they were getting bad wages and bad treatment compared to the white workers. King was planning to fly home, but he was delayed because of a bomb threat. He stayed in room 306 in the Lorraine Motel, which was owned by Walter Bailey. It was located in Memphis. While King was standing in his room's balcony, he was assassinated by James Earl Ray at 6:01 p.m. on April 4th, 1968. The bullet went through his right cheek, smashed his jaw, and traveled down his spinal cord before getting lodged in his shoulder. His last words were to musician Ben Branch. He said he wanted Ben to play the song "Take My Hand, Precious Lord" in the meeting tonight. They tried to operate the telephones, but the telephone operator had a fatal heart attack once he saw that King had been shot, and he could not operate the phones. King was announced dead at 7:05 p.m. in St. Joseph's Hospital. The assassination led to many riots nationwide in over 100 cities.